Hello students, welcome to this session. Hope you are all doing good. So in this session, we are looking into symbols and notations for SSC CGL exam. Okay. Right. Now, before we go into the session, do subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Time for Bank SSC CGL, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos we upload in the channel. Okay. Right. So now let's begin the symbols and notations. The first question, select the correct combination of mathematical signs that can sequentially replace the @ signs and make the given equation correct. So now you have some numbers and in between you have @. Now based on the options, we need to decide which one will help us get the equation correct. Okay, because you do see an equal to available in all of these options. So equal to, obviously LHS should be equal to RHS, that is what we need to look into. Okay, right. So now let us see. Now here you can go option by option, but you can also just work on it slightly faster and get the right option and see which option appropriately fits. So here what we can do is, see, the first one you have is 68, then the first is equal to. So 68 equal to means the LHS is 68 only. Now what will be the RHS? Now when you look at the RHS, you have 46 then into, okay. So if I take the first option, you have 68 equal to 46 into 135, okay. Then plus you have, then you have 15, then you have divide by 2 and then you have minus 96. Now obviously I can say this is not going to work for us because 46 into 135 is a very big number, correct? And then just subtracting 96 and then adding 7.5 is not going to give us our answer. So option 1 does not work for us. Are you understanding the point? Okay. So like this you can see which one works, which one need not work. Okay. So now when I look at the second option, now in the second option you have 68 then into 46 then divided by 135, correct, equals to, then you have 15 minus 2 plus 96. Now obviously 15 plus 96 you are going to get 111. 111 minus 2 is 109. So then obviously you are not going to get. So neither 1 nor 2 will work. Are you following the point? Okay. So like this you can take an approximation and see if this is going to work or not. You don't need to actually calculate the values. Following the point? Now let's see the next one. Okay. Right. So when I take the third one, I'll take it in the next page. Now the third one we have 68 plus 46 minus 135. So 68 plus 46 minus 135, okay. 68 plus 46 minus 135, then divided by 15 into 2, okay. Then divided by 15 and then into 2, correct, should be equal to 96. So let us check this because now the division will work perfectly. So we go 15 9 times is 135, then negative 9 into 2, so this will give you negative 18. Now you have 68 and negative 18, how much is that? 50. Then 50 plus 46, how much is that? The total gives you 96. So then I can clearly say it is the third option. The third option will match. So I don't need to look any further. So my answer here will be third option. Understanding the point? Okay. Yeah. Next, which two digits should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? Okay. So now here, do you see 19 divided by 7? Okay. And so I would prefer to check division first because 19 divided by 7 is not going to work for us. Okay, so let me start with the division. So I'll take the fourth option because in that fourth option only I have division and minus to be interchanged. So if I do that, so minus is here. So I get 57 divided by 6. Then you have into 4 plus 19 and minus 7. This will give me This should give me 50. Correct? So then let us see this. Now what is 57 upon 6? This also you are slightly going to get in decimals, but 6 goes 9 times 54. Correct? Then you have 30, then 6 goes 5 times 30. So 9.5 you are getting, then into 4. So since I need to get 50, I have a approximation of, like 36, 37 here. So 9.5 into 4 is how much? 9 into 4 is 36, then 0.5 into 4 is 2. So you get 38. So 38 plus 19 minus 7. So 19 minus 7 is 12 plus 12. So 38 plus 12, obviously you are going to get 50. So definitely I am getting my answer by taking the fourth option. So you have to take a logical approach. Which is the best option if I substitute? I may get my answer. That will come with practice. You need to practice and keep looking into it. You cannot take the complete value every option. By taking every option and checking is not going to work out. So we need to work on it in a slightly logical and better manner. Okay, so I can say that fourth option definitely works in this case. Okay. The next, what will be the value of the following equation? So you have this equation, but then I have to replace them here. So when I do that, I have 84 into means division. So by 6, then minus means multiplication into 5. Okay. Then division means addition. So plus 16 and plus means subtraction minus 50. So what is this total value? He is asking. Okay. So 6 goes how many times? 6 goes 2 times. Sorry, not 2 times, 1 time, my bad. So 6 goes 1 time and 6 goes 4 times. So you have 14. Correct? Then I have 14 into 5. So how much is 14 into 5? You get 70. So 70 plus 16 minus 50. So 70 minus 50 is 20. 20 plus 16 you are going to get 36. And you do have the option. It is choice 2. Right? Then after interchanging the two numbers and the two signs given below, what will be the values of expressions 1 and 2 respectively? Now we need to exchange these in these two expressions and we need to find the value. Okay. So let us see which one will work. Okay. So first let us take the first expression. Now in that I have 7, now into and minus should be exchanged. So 7 into 6. 2 and 6 also should be exchanged, both signs and the numbers. So 2 and 6 exchanged. So if 2 and 6 exchange, you get 7 into 2. So I have 7 into 2. Okay. Then plus will be as it is, plus 6 you will get. So plus 6, 2 and 6 are exchanged, into and minus are exchanged, divide by 3 and minus 4. Okay. So you have divide by 3 and minus 4. So this is 2, this is 14, so this will be 12. So in the first expression, you are getting the value as 12. So there are two options that are there, third option, the fourth option, where you have 12. Correct? So you can look at the options and see if there are, all options carry different numbers. Now here what happens in all the first numbers in all the options, you see there are two options that have 12. And the numbers that you see in this, all the options, the second number that you see, there are two options that have 12. So I have to check one or the other. If there were all options carry different numbers, then you can check one and you can get your answer. So you need to be aware of how much is needed for me to calculate. That we have to be careful here. Okay. Now let's take the second expression. Now in the second expression again same, into and minus and 2 and 6. Okay. So 16 divided by 4. So division is what we do. So directly you can take 16 divided by 4. You have is 4. Correct. And then into becomes a minus. So minus 11 you have. Minus 11 you have. Okay. then you have 6 and 2 to be exchanged, then into should come in place of minus. So, into 2 and minus 6. So, we have into 2 minus 6. So, this will be negative 22. So, let me just see. So, 16 divided by 4 you get is a 4, correct, and then into will be replaced with minus. So, it is minus 11, then minus will be replaced with into. So, into 2 and you have a plus here. So, that will be plus 6, not minus 6, plus 6. So, here you have 4 and 6, so both are positive numbers, that will give you 10, and then you have negative 22. So, this will be negative 12, correct. So, I now get my answer, which is third option. Okay. Yeah. So, ensure that you are doing it correctly the first time. So, move at a steady pace, do not be too fast or too slow. You have to avoid doing it again. That is the main thing here. Okay. Right. Next, which two signs and two numbers should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? Okay. So, now here we have to go option by option. There is no other way here. Okay. So, let us take the first option. But then again, when you look at what numbers are getting exchanged, you may get an idea. So, here I have 14 divided by 28, correct. Now, 2 and 14. So, basically I will be getting 2 divided by 28, okay. Then into 6, okay. So, let us take the first option. So, in the first option we have, so 2 and 14 are exchanged, plus and into are exchanged, okay. So, 2 and 14. So, we have 2 divided by 28 into 6 I get, and then you have minus 3 and plus 14. You have minus 3 and plus 14, and that should be equal to how much? 34. So, will I get 34 here? So, here basically I will get plus 11, correct, and here 2 goes, here 14, and here 3 and 7. So, obviously first option does not work, because you will not get 34, correct. Now, let us take the second option. Now, it is into and division to be exchanged, 3 and 28, okay. So, into and division, so 14 into 28 replaced with 3. So, 14 into 3, okay, and 14 into 3, then plus 6 minus 28, plus 6 minus 28, okay, and then divided by 2. So, you have divided by 2. So, this is 14, so negative 14, correct. So, here you have 14 into 3, here you have negative 14 into 1, correct. 14 is nothing but 14 into 1. So, 14 into 3 minus 14 into 1 gives you 14 into 2, then plus 6, which is 28 plus 6, that gives you 34. So, yes, that is what I am searching. So, always work the calculations manually, so that you can understand how how best I can approach to get my answer as quickly as possible. So, that is why we can say option 2 works, okay. Then, if A denotes addition, B denotes multiplication, C denotes subtraction, and D denotes division, then what will be the value of following expression? So, this is the expression we have. So, let us first take the expression and answer. Okay. So, 24C. So, C is subtraction. So, 24 minus, then you have bracket open, 80D. So, D is division. So, 80 divided by 20. You can directly do. What is 80 divided by 20? Is 4. So, it is 24 minus 4 we have, because we should solve whatever is there within the parentheses first. Then B. So, B here is multiplication, into 5 plus 26. So, into 5 plus 26. Then D 13, D is a division, okay. So, 26 divided by 13, so this is 2. correct? And then B, so B is again multiplication into, so into, then we again brackets, we have 91D 13, so 91D 13, so D is again division, so 91 upon 13, so you have 91 upon 13, so how much is this? This goes 7 times, correct? And then again you have a B. B is again what? Multiplication. Within brackets only you have multiplication. So I will change the bracket here with a square bracket I will put, because after multiplication again you have an open bracket here, which is 3B2. So B is again multiplication. So 3B is 3 into 2, you get 6. So you get 6. So this is my total expression. So this will be 42, correct? And this will be negative 20, and this is 24. So this becomes 4 plus, and you have a 2 here. So 2 into 42 basically is 84. So 84 plus 4, you are going to get 88. That is the answer we pick. And 88 is available to us in option 4. So ensure that you are doing only one time and that too correctly. So go at a steady pace. You need to have the confidence that what is it that I have to do. Wherever you see parentheses, you work on the parentheses, whatever the symbol is given, operator is given. Wherever you see division, work on the division, simplify it then and there. So when you practice it, you will start understanding how do I best approach to get my answer. Understanding the point? You don't have to write as it is and then start working, unnecessary. Got the point? Okay. Next, yes, in the following question, the statement is followed by 2 conclusions. Which of the 2 conclusions is or are true? Okay. So here I need I less than A. So I need to find a relation between I and A. Now do you see here, this is the relation that I have between I and A. But again, unfortunately, what do you see? That you see that there are opposite inequalities. Whenever you have opposite inequalities, we can straight away say does not follow, because I will not get any result out of it, correct? That is one. Then I need a relation between C and Z. Okay, so let me erase this so that you will not get confused. Now here between C and Z, you see this is the relation you have between C and Z. Now again, what is it? The problem? The problem is again opposite inequalities. So again there will not be any relation. So I can straight away give this answer here as neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 follows. Okay, right. Next, now which 2 numbers from amongst the given options should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? Now what is the first thing you have to focus on here is this one. And I can straight away now rule out 4th option. Why? Because if I replace 64 with 4, then 1 upon 3 is the power, means cube root of 4. I don't have a cube root of 4, but I can take cube root of 64, which is 4. Are you understanding the point? That means 64 should be as it is, correct? So I need to now see which of them I can replace. Now again, there is in the options you don't have a 8 at all, correct? You see this in the beginning, you have a 8 square. So there is no 8 in any of your options, and on the right side after equal to you have a 10 square. So what I can do, I can take this 8 square on the other side and take minus 8 square. So basically on the right hand side I should get 100 minus 64, 36 I should get. It simplifies our answer. Observe, that is the power of observation. What is there? How should I approach? All these things should happen within a matter of some seconds. As soon as you see, you should know what it is that is there. Take advantage of the options that you have. So in all the options, more or less you have 2, 14, 11 and 4, correct? By eliminating the 4th option, you have 2, 4, 11, 14. These are the 4 numbers that are there. So that is what we need to focus on, correct? So now let us see what we can do about. Okay, So yeah, now we can start working in by taking the options. So let's take the first option. So if I take the first option, now you have negative, now the first option is 2 and 14 I have to exchange. So in place of 2, you replace 14, and in place of 14 you replace 2. That means basically you will have negative 14 into 11. Now negative 14 into 11, then divide by 4 you have. I will not prefer doing that option because it is not going to work for me. Negative 14 into 11, correct? Yeah. So you will get 154, negative 154 divided by 4. So do I have 154 divided by 4? Will I get it? You will not get it. It is not divisible. So I will not prefer 2 and 14. Now how about 11 and 4? So let us see. So 11 is here, 4 is here. So let us exchange. So I'll remove the first option. I'll take the second option now. Okay. Now in the second option, 11 and 4 is there. So replace that. So you have negative 2 into 4. So you will have negative 8. Okay. Because it is within the parentheses, I'll do that first. Then divided by 4. Okay. So divided by 4 gives you negative 2. Okay. And then plus, you have 8 into 11 now. So plus 8 into 11 is plus 88. Correct. And then plus 14 should be as it is. So obviously this is not going to work out, the second option also, because I am not going to get 36. It is more than that. Correct. So you are going to get 86 plus 14, yeah. So basically you are getting 100 here. So that's not the answer we are looking at. So choice 2 doesn't work. So in choice 1 I am getting negative 154 upon 4, where you are getting some decimals. So that is why I am not looking into it, because by replacing 2 and 14 here, 14 into 11 is 154, correct, and then divided by 4. So you will have negative some value which is not going to work out in decimals or fractions. So let's take the third option. So that means now should I actually work on the third option? You don't have to, because I have eliminated the remaining options. So third option will be my answer. Can mark and move on. So you need to have the confidence that when you are eliminating the option, you should guarantee that that will never be your answer. Practice. Understanding the point? But anyways, let's look at the third option here. Let's substitute 11 and 14 here. So I have here negative 2 into 14, which is negative 28 divided by 4. So negative 28 divided by 4 is going to be negative 7 directly. Okay. Then here plus 8 into 4. So that will be as it is, plus 32, and then plus 14 you replace it with 11. So plus 11, correct. So basically how much is this? Negative 7 plus 11 is plus 4. So plus 32 plus 34 is going to give you 36. Is that not what I am searching for here? See, that was what I was searching for. After taking the 8 square onto the other side, this was what my right hand side was. So simplify your calculations, work on it as though you will get your answer the first time. You need to have that confidence. Understood? Yes. Okay. So third option for this. Okay, ninth. Now again, substitute the symbols with operators and see what is the number you are going to get. Okay. Now at the rate means addition. So you have 42 plus 168. Dollar is divide. So divide by 8. So this basically is 21. Correct. And then percentage. Percentage is multiplication into 5. Hash is subtraction, minus 34. So this is what I want. So now when you get 21, please don't add directly 42 plus 21. You need to know when to stop, when to, approach. When you have a division, work on it, because that's the first operator we always solve if you don't have parentheses. But after division, the next I have to do is multiplication. So wait for that multiplication. So now it is 21 into 5. So 21 into 5 is how much? 105. Now what is, this is plus 42 and this is minus 34. So what is 42 minus 34 is 8 plus 8. So here I have 105 plus 8. So basically this is 113, and I do have the answer option 4. Correct? Okay. Right. Then, so again, now each option has a different equation. I need to replace and see which one will work. So I will have to go through option by option and see which one will work. Okay. So let's take the first option. So we have 9 into means minus. So 9 minus 4, then minus means division. 4 divided by 8. So basically it is 1 by 2. Correct? And then plus means into. So into 9. Okay. And then division means plus 6. So basically see, you have negative 1 by 2 into 9. So basically 9 minus 9 by 2, correct? Because in the first number you have is 9, then you have a negative, then you have 9 by 2. What is 9 minus 9 by 2? 9 by 2. 9 by 2 is 4.5. 4.5 plus 6 is 10.5. Unfortunately, that is not going to work for us. I need 10. That was what given in the right hand side. So first option doesn't work. Correct? Yeah. So then let's look at the second option. Now in the second option we have 6 plus means into. So 6 into 5 into means minus 2. So you have 6 into 5 minus 2. So 30 minus 2. Okay. Then plus means again into. So into 4 and then minus means division, divide by 4. Into 4 by 4. So basically this is 1. So you get 30 minus 2, which is 28. So do I have 28 on the right hand side here? Yes. Then I need not check any further. So choice 2 will be my answer. So you pick option 2. Correct? Right. Next. Now he says which one of the following responses would be a meaningful order of the following. Okay. So we will have to see which is the meaningful order. Okay. So we will start with what? So we have in all the options, if you see, the first number you have is 4. So 4 basically is anniversary. So this is the first one, anniversary. And then you have what type of anniversaries are available. Correct? So then what type of anniversaries? First should be silver. Correct? Next should be golden. Then platinum. And then centenary. Sorry, 3. Total 5 are there, no? So 3. Then this is 4. And this is 5. Because silver is 25 years, golden is 50 years, platinum is 75, centenary is 100. So type of anniversaries. So that is available to us in option number 3. That's how you check meaningful order of the given words. Okay. Yeah. Then again here we have, if negative stands for division, plus stands for greater than, into stands for minus. So here greater than, less than is also there. So I need to go through options compulsorily to verify this. Okay, so let's take the first option here. So we have 9 into, so into stands for minus, so 9 minus 6. Then you have greater than 3, greater than stands for into, so into 3. Then plus 2, so plus stands for greater than 2. And then less than stands for plus 1. So now this is the LHS, this is the RHS. So first we do this one, product, correct? So negative 6 into 3 is negative 18 and 9 minus 18 is negative 9 greater than 3. No, obviously first option doesn't work. Option 1 doesn't work. So the faster you replace, the faster you can calculate. So you need to approach in that manner. Correct? Let's take the second option. Now in the second option 6 equals, equals stands for less than. So 6 less than 3. Then you have into stands for minus, minus 9. then greater than 2, greater than stands for into, so into 2, and into stands for minus 1. So is this working? So I need to see how much is this value. So basically here negative 18 and negative 1, so basically it is negative 19, and 3 minus negative 19 is negative 16. So obviously choice 2 also is not going to work, correct? Then third option. Now we have 3 greater than 9, greater than stands for into, so 3 into 9, sorry, and equal to stands for less than, so less than 6, and less than stands for plus 1, and greater than stands for into 2, so plus 1 into 2. Okay, so this basically is 27, and here 1 into 2 is 2, so 6 plus 2 is 8. So obviously third option also doesn't work. So if none of the 3 options work, then the only option that satisfies is the fourth option, correct? So let's see the fourth option here. What does it say? 6 greater than, so greater than stands for into, so 6 into 1, and into stands for minus 2, equals stands for less than 9, and minus stands for division by 1. Okay, so we have 6 into 1 is 6, 6 minus 2 is 4, so obviously 4 is definitely less than 9. So fourth option works. Okay, the faster you substitute the correct ones, the faster you can calculate and get the answer. So everything has to happen correctly the first time. Move at a steady pace. Okay. Right. Now again, which of the following two numbers should be interchanged to make the given equation correct? Okay. So obviously the right hand side I have is 15. So I need to see how do I get 15 here. Correct. So let us see how do I get 15 here. Okay. So we need to substitute and we can look into. But then again, look at how this can happen. So we have 30 divided by 6, correct? In the first option, when I substitute the first option, 30 divided by 6 will be as it is, that is going to be 5. Then 3 and 8 are exchanged. So that means you have 5 into 8 minus 3 plus 4. Will I get 15? No, because this is 40 plus 4, 44, 44 minus 3 you get 41. So obviously first option doesn't work, correct? Now when I take the second option, 6 and 8 are exchanged. So basically you are getting here 30 divided by 8, correct? And then, okay, even though you have 30 divided by 8, look at the multiplication that I have after. You cannot directly, decide only by giving 30 by 8. What is the multiplication? Because the next is multiplication, then 3 will be as it is. Now unfortunately this is not going to give me any answer. It is not going to solve my answer. Everybody following this? Okay. So you need to be very clear as to what it is and how it is and approach accordingly. So let's take the third option. 3 and 4 you exchange. So you have again 30 divided by 6, that is going to be 5. Then 5 into 4 you are getting, because 3 and 4 are exchanged. So 5 into 4 minus 8 plus 3. So will I get 15? So this is 20 and plus 3 and negative 8. So 23 minus 8. Yes, 23 minus 8, definitely you are getting 15. Then my search ends. I have my answer. Third option. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now in the following equations, if symbols into and plus are interchanged and the digits 8 and 5 are interchanged, which equation would be correct? So I need to see which equation would be correct, right? Now when you look at the right hand side, all are some very big numbers. So let us see. So into and plus are interchanged. Okay. And the digits, now see the information carefully here. He says the digits 8 and 5 are interchanged. So when he says the digits 8 and 5 are interchanged, see, these are the digits you have in the first option. They are to be interchanged. Are you understanding the point? Okay. So let's see what happens when I do that. So if I take the first option, so I will have 18, then into will be plus. So 18 plus 4 and then into 95. So 18 plus 4 into 95. So what is 18 plus, sorry, what is 4 into 95, because that is the first thing we need to do, 4 into 95, correct? So it is going to be 360 plus 20, 380, and 380 plus 18, obviously it is not going to work, because on the other side you have only 170. Are you following? So first option doesn't work. So let's take the second option. So please read the information correctly. The digits are interchanged. Okay, not the numbers, digits. Okay, then here again we take 8 and 5 are getting interchanged, plus and minus, sorry, plus and into are interchanged. So this is 15 into 4, the second option, 15 into 4 plus, and then you have 89. Okay, so 15 into 4 is 60. What is 60 plus 89? 60 plus 90 is 150. 1 less than 150 is 149. Do I have 149? Yes. Then that is going to be my answer. Choice 2 works. Are you understanding this? Okay. Yeah. Next. Yeah, you have a expression again with some symbols. You need to replace and see what is the value you are going to get. Okay. So let's see. So we have 133 beta. Beta denotes what? Division. So divided by 19. Okay. So how much is this? We need to check. Okay. Further let us see. Then we have sigma 4. Sigma is addition. So plus 4. Then D denotes multiplication into 12 and R denotes subtraction, minus 16. So what is this value basically he is asking. So we know 12 into 4 is 48 and then 48 minus 16 is 32, correct? Now this I can say that 7 times, 19 goes 7 times, 133, yes. So 7 plus 32 gives you 39 and that is available to us in first option. Okay. So that is how symbols and notation questions will be given. So move at a steady pace, work only one time and ensure that you are getting the right answers. Okay. And that is how it has to be done. Right. Okay. So those were the questions for your symbols and notations for SSC CGL exam. Now before we end the session, do join and subscribe to Time for Bank Exams for all bank, SSC CGL, insurance, railway and other related exams, and our social media handles, the links are given to you. Telegram channel is here, YouTube is here, Instagram and Facebook, and the links are given to you in the description box below. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center, and for online courses you can enroll at t4e.info/bankssc online. Okay. Thank you.